I've been thinking a lot about this two quarterback system, Botan. And while people don't do it mostly, I don't know if it's going to work out great for Trey Lance's development, how it'll make him better as a passer. I do think it's going to be a lot. I think it's going to work week one. And I think Detroit's defense, which sucks, is going to have no clue what to do. Because look, tell me, I mean, you play football, but tell me, like, am I wrong here? It seems like if you could spend all week preparing for Jimmy Garoppolo, you could probably shut him down. There's not that much to worry about. And then if you could also spend the whole week worrying about Trey, I mean, his zone read package is going to be very good, but there's not a lot that he's doing right now. So if you could focus the whole week on stopping that one play, you could do pretty well. But if you have to split your time between both, it seems like one quarterback makes the other better, that you just kind of come into the game unprepared. You don't even know how much Trey Lance is. He could play not at all, but you spent half the week preparing for him. That makes Jimmy better. What do you think?
That's so true. I remember there were certain games here in Hungary when we have faced against those type of two quarterback systems, when there were two different style of quarterbacks, one scrambler and the other as a gunslinger. And it was hard, but with a great game plan, I think the situation is manageable, but you have to worry a lot about your offense because they have to keep up the pace and put up some points onto the table. Because if they don't, then you are screwed, because there's nothing you can do against this for real. You can limit those offenses, those two quarterback offenses, but you just can't stop them. So what I think of right now is I don't think that Detroit Lions is a good team at all, and that's why I think that they are screwed anyway. Whoever starts for the 49ers,
pretty much,
they are just screwed. So I like the master plan of Kyle Shanahan that we are going to run this two quarterback system, but he could have drafted Kellen Mond.
True.
For that
two
quarterback system.
Is true. I'm with you on that.
And you just don't give up 3 first-rounders for a guy who will share his play time with Jimmy Garoppolo.
I know.
And you just don't give up that amount of draft picks for a guy who just won't get any.
Who's going to be playing like Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, like, there's a reason. I'm with you on that. I totally agree. I'm just trying to be positive for a day. And the thing is, like, there's a reason that Sean Payton does that, okay? He does it. I mean, he doesn't use Taysom Hill a lot. But the whole idea is it doesn't matter how much you use him. You don't know how much he's going to be used. And the other team has to spend the whole week preparing for it. And it's like overwhelming people with homework. You know, read two textbooks. And it's just overwhelming. And I think what Kyle's thinking, for the same kind of reasons, he knows what it does to people during the week. And they're going to use Trey Lance more than the Saints use Taysom Hill. And preparing for him will be harder than preparing for Taysom Hill because he's better. So I think that while neither quarterback is really taking this job, it can kind of make both of them better, I think. Because I think, like, the book is out on Jimmy. It's easy to prepare for him. If you have all week, you can shut him down, learn his tendencies, shut him down. But now you're distracted by Trey Lance and vice versa. So that's something.
You know, there's a certain point where I think, when I think of the new generation of young quarterbacks, because I do think that most of them can play in two different styles. They can be original gunslingers, or at least most of them can be original gunslinger, and they can be a scrambler as well. And that's why I don't think that you have to, that you should just have two starting quarterback to be your starters week to week. And the amount of money that Jimmy earns this year is ridiculously high when we are going to use him just for half of the offensive snaps. So that's why I think it's just, I just can't agree with that, you know, because when Kyle could have focused during the training camp about developing Trey Lance to be a better pocket passer, to work on his flows, to make him look better in a style of play that Jimmy does right now. So, you know, the greatest thing about Patrick Mahomes or Justin Herbert or right now Justin Fields, because I have to say, sorry guys, sorry every Justin Fields fan, I was kind of wrong about him. He is way better than I thought that he will be, but those were just preseason games, so wait for the regular season, guys.
Yeah.
So what I think right now is that I don't mind that this is the way that the 49ers should follow, because they just signed a quarterback who is going to be the future of this franchise, who can with the right training, who could have done everything that we are going to do right now with Jimmy and Trey. So it's kind of ridiculous for me, but it's just Kyle Shanahan. So I don't know why am I surprised that this happened.
Let's be real clear. The fact that they traded up to number 3 for this kid and didn't even let him compete because they just decided beforehand that he wasn't ready is amazing and almost it's shocking. It's ridiculous. But okay, so you didn't even let him compete, but you're not putting him on the bench. You're playing him, and you're not really letting him throw. I mean, he's going out there to hand off and run. That being said, it's going to work. It's gonna help them win. I think it's gonna help them win. It may not help him develop as a quarterback. It may be a big mistake for his long-term future, but it's gonna help them win. And we got HG over here saying, no way Shanahan unlocks much before the week 4 and 5 division games. That's possible, but if he just goes out there and doesn't use Trey Lance as a runner and just goes straight Jimmy Garoppolo, how many games are they going to lose that they shouldn't? That's my question. They got to be careful with that, because Jimmy has really not played well the last 11 starts of his career. And, he throws a lot of picks. He gets hurt. How long is Jimmy going to last if he's playing all the snaps or 95%? I don't know. I don't trust him.
Yeah, and there's another thing. On the first couple weeks, you can play like that and expect your team to be more successful with this 2 quarterback system. But after that, every team is going to have example of what you are doing.
Your tendencies when you use him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good point.
You can just use that until that, and after that point, they will find out how to at least shut down one of your quarterbacks, and if they do that, then you have to move out your other quarterback from its comfort zone, and that is going to make some really bad situations for the 49ers in the future. So
that's right.
That's what I think of right now.